Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Lois and welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2, where we are oddly drained of Thaumcraft. Welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. In the last episode, we were working with mostly Thaumcraft, I do believe. Honestly, it's been a while since I've recorded this, so I don't quite remember, but I do know what we're going to be doing today, and that is... I do have an angel ring, yeah. And that is, we are going to be working with bees. Finally back to bees. And you know what, I think we're just going to use this section of area to do the whole bee thing. Everything's lit. Alright, cool. So, bees. Everybody's favorite. Well, we're going to try to make it a little bit less painful, hopefully. And we have a lot of quests that we can do with this, so let's just jump right into it. One of the first things we need to do is we need to start getting into Gendustry, and specifically the industrial apiary. Now we need to make just one of these, and that shouldn't be too bad. So let's take a look at the industrial. I have to do it down here. The industrial apiary. This requires a lot of bronze. That's pretty much it. So, do we have bronze on AutoCraft? We do. Let's go ahead and tell this to make like 100. That'll take a minute, but it'll get there. So, we need to make bee receptacles. And we're going to teach the system how to make a lot of this stuff because it's going to be easier this way. So, I think the first thing we need to know is the weighted pressure plate, which is just a little bit of gold. And then the bee receptacle. Do we know how to make glass panes? No. So should probably also teach that. And let's go ahead and make one of those. Let's see. Sturdy casing is next. We don't know how to make that, so let's teach the system that. And again, we'll get one of those taken care of. Glass is fine. Pistons. We know how to make pistons. And then bronze gears. Do we know how to make those? No. So 1 and 2. So we should be able, if we tell the system how to make a piston, if I can spell piston, if we tell the system to make a piston, there is the industrial apiary. And let's go ahead and... is this a crafting task? No, it's a detection task. And we just need one. So let's go ahead and put all this stuff in here. We have room. And let's tell the system how to make... let's make 4 of these to begin with. And that should be relatively easy. It's just really a lot of bronze. So that's going to give us a bunch of proven frames, which we're just going to dump into our system. And it looks like we already have a grafter. We made at one point, and that is kind of awesome. So, we need some redstone flux ducts. Can we get like 20 more? So we're gonna do a lot of this work over here, I think, just because it's some space we have, and I don't really feel like building out any more locations quite yet. Building is just kind of tedious in this mod pack, in any mod pack really, but I'll just kind of extend it from here, and this will be the bee area later, but for now, you know, we could just pull power there, or we're somewhere else we have decent amount of power. I mean, we do have power over here. We could just tap into that, but I think let's just tap into this guy. This is all of our solar panels. This should be full of power. No, it shouldn't. What am I thinking? Because it goes into this guy, and he's input only. There's output that goes over here. Well, we do have power from this. stack, and that is decent. So we will just go ahead and just put them right here for right now if we need them. So we're probably not going to get into like actual bees today, but just making a lot of the stuff. We did get the industrial grapher, which is a lot like the normal graphers, except you charge it up and then you don't have to worry about it breaking on you. So let's see what's the next thing it wants us to do. Let's make this stuff first. So we need the genetic sampler, imprinter, and transposer. Now these are Gendustry machines. Gendustry machines are really overpowered for bees. Typically when you have 2 bees, so if I want, for example, a beefy princess, that's just the one that's right there. Let's look at it. Beefy princesses require a skulking and a common, and it's a 12% chance. And then this bee will have, I believe it's 12 different traits, including species, let's see, the life, productivity, the type of flowers, whether it's diurnal, nocturnal, whether it can, the tough flyer, I think, and there's a bunch of other things, and those are all the traits. So there is 12 traits, and then there's a bunch of traits for all of those. What Gendustry will allow us to do is we can not only mutate bees into whatever we want, so 100% chance for a common princess and a skulking to get a beefy, whereas normal bee breeding would be a 12% chance, and you'd have like inactive, and it's Punnett squares, I think they're called. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've done biology, and just a lot of work to get the bees you want. Gendustry takes all that work away with a bunch of power and mutagen, which is usually made from, let's see, we can make it from glowstone or redstone, and I think yellorium, yeah. So that's the type of stuff that we're going to be getting into with Gendustry. The first things that it wants us to make is the genetic stuff, so that we can take a bee and give it whatever traits we want it. So genetic, see, we need the imprinter, sampler, and transposer, right? Sampler, imprinter, transposer, yes. So sampler, genetic, transposer, and genetic, what was the last one? I've already forgotten. Sampler, imprinter. So there's those. We're also going to need to make some upgrades we'll get to in a little bit, and then the laboratory setup stuff. So we need blank genes, laboratory aware, and upgrade frames. Most of the stuff we're going to want to teach the system how to make. So can we teach the system to make some more blank patterns? Like 20 of those? Perfect. So are any of these crafting tasks? No. All detection. So let's grab the blank patterns. We'll put them in here. And let's go ahead and get the, let's see, we need blank gene sample, which is really easy to make. We're going to need, let's see, labware, which is also really easy to make. It's just a diamond and some glass panes. And let's see, what else are we going to need? Upgrade frame. So upgrade frame, I believe, is just a little bit of tin, redstone, and gold. Yeah, pretty easy. And there we go. So there's that reward. Now we're going to need to make some of the upgrades. Some of those we might auto-craft, set up for auto-crafting. Let's just put this stuff in here. Doesn't really matter much to me where we put them. So light upgrades are important. We'll need those later. Let's see, what kind of stuff? Automation upgrades is something we're going to want. So the automation upgrades is a gear, a piston, and some redstone. So there's the gear, and then a piston, and there's that. So that one will be important. Let's see, what else are we going to want? Lifespan, planes, and heater. I don't think the heater is going to be all that important, but the lifespan will. Now this is a little bit trickier to make because of the fermented spider eyes, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. But let's go ahead and we're going to need one of these, and 2 more of these. Alright, so get these in the inventory, and then we're going to need the heater upgrade, and then the plains emulation, which requires some grass, and then this stuff. Now, I think I want to go ahead and teach this system how to make the climate control. We're going to need like 5 gears. The reason being is that's just going to be useful. I don't know what we're missing in there. So let's see, climate control, can we make one? We need more bronze. Yeah, Gendustry uses a lot of bronze. And we also need this guy, which we'll just craft one. I don't know how often we'll need those, but there's a plains emulation. So there's all those. We're gonna get a treealizer and a hell emulator. Those are both really good. Let's go ahead and put this stuff back. And finally, let's go ahead and make the genetic stuff that we've been looking at. So these machines are all going to require sturdy casing. We're also going to need to learn how to make genetic processors, I think, will be a good thing. So let's teach the system how to make this. And let's see, we're going to need 4, 8, we're going to need 12 gears. We also need to learn how to make the power module. So we need a piston. So all the machines are going to require some sort of power module, and we're going to need some more bronze gears. Alright, so let's start getting some of this stuff together. First of all, each one of these is going to require 1 power module. So we need 3 of these. That'll take a second, but while we're waiting, we're going to need 3 B receptacles. And then we're also going to need 1, 2, 4 processors. And we're going to need 3 starting casings and 12 gears. So 3 of these and 12 gears. So once that's done, we'll be able to make all these machines. Now we have a good and a great reward bag, so let's go ahead and open these. Lemon sapling. And ooh, runes. Awesome. We're gonna go put these runes up immediately, because yeah, runes are useful. And I don't even care what they are, we're just gonna 6. I think we have 6, so. And augmented capacity, sweet. So with that taken care of, let's get stuck somehow. Let's go ahead and fly back up here. Let's see, do I have runes lying around somewhere? Yes. One of these days we will upgrade this to the next tier, which is just going to require secret. It's just going to require some beacons. That's pretty much it. And we'll also need the runes, but that's a little bit easier. So we should have everything by now. Let's go ahead and make all these guys. So genetic imprinter, the genetic sampler, the genetic transposer. Awesome. So with those 3 taken care of, we can claim the reward, and that unlocks something somewhere, presumably. I just don't know where. We'll figure that out later. So with that taken care of, we need to now make the Mutatron and Mutatron producer. We also got, ooh, so this is a blank genetic template. This is a template that has, it's 13 chromosomes. Sorry, not 12. So fertility is one. So you can see all this stuff. So species, the day-night, flowers, speed, cave dwelling effect, lifespan, territory, humidity, fertility, flowering, and tolerant flyer and temperature tolerance. So this is a Valiant, which is nice. That's a blank one, that's a blank one, and that's a blank one. So we can get Valiant bees now. So we'll put these machines away for right now. We'll have a platform. I will try to build that before next episode, and we'll run power over there and all that kind of fun stuff. One of the things I want to do relatively soon is I want to clean up this area, because I think what I want to do is I want to put all the power gen and all of the power storage over here, and then like in this area, and then just run it all down the line. I think that'd be better. Actually get, you know, this taken out so we can have plenty of power to everything. The only thing is this will require access to a line, so I'll put it like over here and I'll figure something out. But I want to replace this with stone bricks and all that kind of fun stuff first. So let's go ahead and look at the Mutatron and Mutagen Producer. So there's two, so getting a little bit ahead of myself, there's two different types of Mutatrons. There is the normal one and an advanced one. There's not really much difference. We need to make the normal one, but it's not too bad to do. Let's also teach the system how to make the mutagen tanks, just in case we ever want to make a bunch of those. So what's the difference, you might ask? Well, to show the difference, we need to look at common bees. So common bees are used so that you can make them a bunch of different ways, but they're used to make if we can get to it. So if you breed a common and a cultivated, you'll get a diligent. Or with a common and a cultivated, you'll get a noble. One of the two. With a normal Mutatron, it's pretty much a 50-50 chance of which one. It's random. However, the advanced Mutatron will let you actively decide. If there's multiple mutations that can happen, you can decide which one happens. So it's a little bit better. It's worth it. Mutagen Producer. So regardless of whether the quests want us to make it, we are going to make it. So let's see. We need a hopper, 2 power modules. Okay, so I believe we're going to need 2 of these. I need a hopper. We have hoppers. We're going to need a sturdy casing. I believe we're going to need 2 of those. Yes. We're going to need 3 power cells, 3 bee receptacles, and a processor. So 3 power cells, 3 bee receptacles, and a processor. We're also going to need 2 gears, and that's actually it. Alright, so 2 gears. Let's go ahead and get, what are we missing? We're missing bronze. We also need a little bit more bronze. Oh, no we don't. Alright, so there is the Mutagen Producer. That is very important. And, okay, we do need more bronze. Let's make 100 more bronze. Why not? It'll take just a second. So there is the Mutatron. And we'll get the reward. More blank gene samples. So, wow. We need to get a bunch of different things. Wow, that is a lot of things. So before we do anything else, I do want to go ahead and upgrade the Mutatron to the advanced one. So this is going to require another power module, 2 more genetic processors, and gears. So processors. Was it a power module? Yes. And 4 gears? Yes. Alright. Easy enough. And there's the advanced Mutatron. So we're going to go ahead and just stop with that. So lot of things, and then we're gonna have to get heavy into bees. So for example, can I hit recipe? No, dang it. Destabilize drops, for example. So let's just add forestry. We need a bunch of stuff, and we're gonna have to get a bunch of stuff. So for example, we're gonna need phosphor. Phosphor comes from simmering combs, which come from transmuting. Transmuting might be one of the best bees to get. But Sinister will give us those, as well as like Fiendish and Demonic. I think the best is Fiendish, but Demonic will also give us Glowstone. So the Amnesiac wax, I don't know. That is going to be an add-on for forestry. So there's also magic bees. Those add a bunch of stuff. But so we can get like pollen. There's a bunch of different pollens. Unusual pollen come from supernatural bees and only supernatural bees. Phase comes from temporal combs. I don't even know if we need that. No. And then we need just a bunch of all of them. 16 pulsating meshes. So that is pulsating propolis or flux queens, which I have no idea what they do. But the other option is the pulsating propolis, which comes from mysterious combs, which comes from ender bees. So there's just a lot of bees to get. Now we're gonna have a lot of bees stuff, and two things we can make from Botania to try to help with the bees is we can make the Hyacinthia. This flower will make more bees. Typically drones, occasionally princesses, and it's random, relatively. Just uses some mana and makes some random ones. So let's get the Hyacinth. I have no idea how to pronounce these flowers because they're really weird. I can't pronounce normal flowers. So, and then we also need the begonia, which this is, well, it's like these flowers, these mana producing flowers. And what it does is it eats bees to give you mana. So it's a good combination. Begonia. So the begonia is pretty easy, and the Hyacinthia is also pretty easy. We are going to need a redstone root. Do we have any of those? I should put some redstone roots in there. Redstone and grass. So let's get like, I don't know, 6. That'll work. So we need one of these. And the Hyacinthia requires 2 light blue, 3 cyan, and 3 blue. Do I not have any cyan? I need to finish taking care of that one of these days. Why is this stuff dark? That is full. Alright, but it's still working, so that's all that matters. I think these guys have void upgrades. So cyan. Alright, we haven't done cyan. I've actively kind of dealt with this, so can I just... Nope. Alright, so we need 3 of these, I think. Is that what it was? 1, 2, 3. Yes. Alright, cool. So with that taken care of, what we can do is just fly back over, and the begonia is a little bit easier. It's yellows and that kind of stuff. So that one we're going to require 2 whites, a black, and 4 yellows. So 2 whites, a black, and 4 yellows, which yellow we should have plenty of. 2, 3, 4. Alright, and let's see. For the Hyacinthia, we need 2 blue and 1 of each of the other ones thrown into the mana. And then we just come over here with our bucket. And we throw this. And we just need to get 2 seeds. So there's 1. There's the Hyacinthia. And then for the Begonia, 1 yellow, the black, and one of each. It gets turned into mana flowers. Mana petals, I guess. And there's the Begonia. So that should be 2 quests knocked out. So this one will take the reward bag. And this one, I want the unusual hive, I think. So let's take a look at the hives real quick. Because we should be able to make them. Meadows hive is pretty easy. Grass is easy enough to get. Leaves are easy enough to get. Sand is easy enough to get. Vines are easy enough to get. Ice is easy enough to get. Mycelium is easy. This requires some Thaumcraft, so the mana infused hive, we need to put, I think it's witch water. That's something we can look at. It is in here, and the X asterisks. So we don't have the advanced ones yet, but these guys put witch water in Thumb and Barrel and put an artificial hive to get the mana infused hive. So those are actually relatively easy. The unusual is probably the easiest, but the resonating is just that stuff. So, and then there's a couple others that we don't have unlocked yet. We need to get more air. One of these days, I will get plenty of things scanned. In fact, let's go ahead and swap our armor real quick. And see if we can, so that's already scanned. So we can get the princess. I think most of this other stuff is scanned. So we'll throw this stuff in here for right now. Now those machines, we can grab all of this stuff and scan this and maybe we'll get some air. Definitely got plenty of stuff, just not necessarily the stuff we want. And genetic sampler. Where's my Munitron? There we go. We'll scan this guy as well. So plenty of stuff, but not anything I necessarily want. Great reward bag. Let's go ahead and open this. And balls of enchanting. Have we ever scanned these? Can we? Nope. Okay. So that was worth a shot. I need to get more aspects. I'll probably just stand here and farm air. How close are we with air? We have 4, so yeah, I'll need a lot. I need to figure out a good way to get more aspects, but haven't quite figured that one out. So let's see. Oh, let's get the unusual hive. So we have another reward bag, and it's greater. Bunch of raw stuff. Alright. So with that taken care of, there's only really the one quest left, and that is getting samples of all the different things. Nothing new here. Solar panels. We have 100 of these. Can we make 200 more? We need a lot more silver. How can we get more silver? We have some nether silver, but it's such a slow process. Silver is kind of difficult to get in this, it seems. We could make the silver rose seeds. That could be good. You know what? We might start working on that. How bad would that be? So, silver rose. So, let's see. Over here, we have a bunch of plots. So there's the redstone dendron. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the 16 colors. I don't really care to have any more of those. But we could have like diamonds and silver would be one that we could have. Maybe in this corner. That is filling up. These guys are probably all full. Some of them are. We're constantly waiting on yellow. And it's because this doesn't have power. Huh. Oh well. Not too concerned with that, to be honest. So, you know, let's get... Do I have a mortar and pestle in here? I do. And let's grab yellow. And we'll just get, like, a bunch of stacks of them. And we'll put it down there. So, what can we do? Let's see what all flowers we have, and then we can start setting up some stuff. So that'll work. That'll start producing a lot. So something like that. And something else will be the problem, but that works. So with that taken care of, let's see what kind of seeds we have to see what all we can get to. And then we'll have to 10 them and all that kind of stuff. So we have lavender. Did these guys not work for... Oh, no, they do. Let's go make an... I really want to make... Don't I have a 10 like storage? It's been so long since I've messed with AgriCraft that I don't remember. Yeah, this guy right here. This is all my 10 seeds. So I can bring the lavender over here and that'll be fine. So silver rose requires silver weed and dimala, which is lavender and gold, which is redstone and orange tulips. We're going to need some ores as well. That is probably the harder part. So we're going to need gold ore. We are going to need diamond ore. So we can just smelt this guy up. And then silver is gold and allium. So I think we can handle this. So we are going to need lavender. Or lapis, rather. Lapis ore. Cool. So... let's... And then we'll need a silver ore at some point. But we can get that in due time. So... we're going to need a lavender. I'm going to take the other lavender and put it over here. We don't need a lot of lapis at this point. If we ever do, we have the seed to get lavender. This can be used to make... enderweed would be really nice. I guess there is no lapis, like... Oh, it already produces a full lapis. So we'll put that there. And don't we need the redstone as well? So gold is redstone and tulips. So we are going to need redstone ore. And I only have one podzol right now. Let's just come over here. We should be able to do everything we need to. So crop sticks. And basically I will set this up, and then between episodes I will work on getting it all taken care of. So diamond requires lavender and gold. Gold requires redstone and orange tulips. So gold requires redstone, and tulips. So do we have orange tulips? No. Orange tulip is blue and daisy. So blue orchid and daisy. And we just need some more podzol. How do you get that anyways? It's with these guys, isn't it? Alright, so we'll get some more podzol. We'll do this, and that should be probably enough for this episode. So farmland podzol. Let's just get as much as we can. So with that taken care of, we'll also need silver ore. So to get silver ore, we'll need to grab some nether silver ore, and probably smelt that up. Yep. And that'll give us some silver ore, the vanilla type. Well, I say vanilla, but it's not quite. And then this will give us what we need. So eventually what we're going to have to do is get 9 blocks of this stuff, but that's fine. So we'll take that, podzol, and we'll also need, we'll just do this down here. So we need, I don't want to put crop sticks if I'm not putting something there. Actually, I'm putting something there. So daisy and blue orchid. I'll need redstone in some manner. So I should have a bunch of redstone. Let's get something that's decently high leveled. 997 is fine. And there's that. So that'll give us those. Silver is allium and gold. So we'll do one of these. And so silver is going to be right here. I have allium seeds. So this is easy enough. And then let's see what else. So there's silver, and then diamond is lavender and gold. So what we can do is just pick this guy up for a second. This needs to be lapis, and then we can break this back and put the water bucket back. So with that taken care of, lavender, and then so lavender and gold is diamond. Now this isn't a very good diamond, to be honest. It is only diamond nuggets, but this is what we'll do. I will get both the silver and the diamond, and then to get the silver rose, we just need silver block with this stuff. So that'll be the last step, and I will get those bred up so that we can start making more solar panels. So between episodes, I am going to work on that. I am going to build a new platform over here. I'll probably end up destroying part of this platform. Definitely finish destroying this bridge, and we will kind of go from there. We'll set up bees right here and run power and all that kind of fun stuff, and go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!